Hey, what's up, everybody? Jeff Cross here. You can contact me at jeffcross22@gmail.com. Well, you made it through Thanksgiving, and here we are. I hope everyone had a great, restful time with close friends and family members, and I hope you didn't eat all the turkey. Save some for leftovers for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But so if you want any questions, comments, concerns, give me a call or give me an email at jeffcross22@gmail.com. Let's get started. During my days off, during my time off, I'm always working on my inner game, but this weekend and generally, I think I worked harder on my inner game because what did we have? We had, I had to work on my communication skills. I had to work on how people are thinking of things, with all the people in the house, and so I was spent a lot of time working on that. And here's some things that I noticed. We're all afraid to do hard things sometimes. I mean, we say do hard. I say do hard things, and some of you try to do hard things, but the actual pulling of the trigger, actually doing it, just getting up and doing that hard thing is probably the hardest thing to do. It's not necessarily, anybody can say do hard things, but actual get out of your chair and do them is very, very difficult. So here's a little instance that happened to me over the Thanksgiving holiday, and we were going to have breakfast, big family breakfast, not necessarily on Thanksgiving Day, but whatever day it was, doesn't make any difference. And my mother-in-law didn't have sausage. She wanted to have sausage, gravy, and biscuits. So sounds delicious, right? Well, she didn't have any sausage. So she said, well, I have bacon. So we were going to have, she had mentioned maybe doing bacon gravy and biscuits. I'd never had that before. Nobody really had had it before. I think somebody had heard about it, but we decided against it. I didn't decide against it. I was all for it. I'm like, let's do it. But the family in general decided against it because it was something they hadn't done, and they didn't want to do anything that might be a little bit different. Let's go, people. It's bacon. It can't go wrong. It actually sounds pretty good. I'm looking forward to trying it at some time in the future. But instead, we scared away from it. We scared away from putting bacon in the gravy and ran to the store, 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back, just so we could have sausage because we were afraid to take a chance to put bacon in our gravy. Isn't that something? How we think like that? So I'm going to challenge you to not think like that this week. I'm going to challenge you this week to put bacon in your gravy. If you're doing something and that's not how you normally do it, do something a little differently. Put a little twist on it, whatever that is. So if you put a little twist in your pregame, put a little twist on how you communicate to your partners, and put a little twist in your captain's meetings. Just try something that the sky will not fall in if you say something different in your captain's meeting. I promise you. So try it, okay? Put a little bacon in your gravy this week. All right, here's some things that I read because I'm always working on my inner game, and I just liked what it meant and what it says and what it stands for, and I try to apply it to my life and to officiating in general. So, of course, I always say do hard things, and I read something that says when it's hard, don't take it personally, which I thought was pretty good because that's what we do, right? We're like, oh, or it's. They're going to make me do. They're going to make me do a report. We're going to make me do this. They're going to make me print out this, and so we get upset about it because they're making us. The officiating world, the Randy Foxes, the Becky Blanks, the Al Reyes, whoever it is, are making us do more and more, and then we take it personally because we have to do more because it's hard. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Just do it, and it'll be a lot easier to get through. So. And here's the last thing I want to leave you guys with because I wish I would have read this, years ago, but I'm doing my best to come to this. So it says, people are designed for success, but something called life comes along and programs and conditions them for failure. So we're designed for success. But for whatever reason, as we grow older and we listen to adults, and we listen to our friends, and we listen to our relatives, and they say, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it, you can't do it. And then, what are you going to do if it doesn't work? What are you going to do if this happens? What are you going to do if that happens? I don't know. So what happens? We end up not doing it. Or we're so much afraid of failure that we won't try it at all. People are designed for success, but something called life comes along and programs them and conditions them for failure. So let's condition ourselves for success. You know, it's a state of mind, everyone. That's all. Be Think that you're going to do this, and think when you put bacon in your gravy, it's going to taste delicious, because by all means, if you put bacon in your gravy and you already have it in your head that it's not going to be any good, or it's not going to be good as sausage gravy, then I guarantee it will not be as good. So, all right, stop listening to others. Stop listening to people who will tell you you can't do it. You know, I'm going a little long here, but I remember the story in when I first started refereeing basketball, and I was a Division I baseball umpire, and I told my wife I was going to start basketball, and she said, I said, hey, I'm gonna thinking about refereeing basketball, and she said, what do you know about refereeing basketball? I'm glad I didn't listen because somehow I was able to figure it out. And that's what happens. So many chances, so many times we lose out on opportunities because we're too busy listening to other people tell us we can't do it. It's impossible. You can't do it. So I believe you can. I know you can. Bring out your 6-year-old child in you. When you hop on the bike, because you want to ride that bike so bad, you can't wait to do it. Go out there and do it. Don't overthink it. And, you know, it's as I've said before, I'm pretty sure if you're in your own head, you're behind enemy lines. Don't get behind enemy lines. Don't get in your own head. Just go out there and do it and enjoy yourself and see what comes out of it. A lot of great things are waiting to happen, but we pass them up. So, all right, everybody, that's another 7 minutes. I apologize, but I'm tired of saying I'm sorry. I don't care. I'm just going 7 minutes anymore. I don't care. All right, y'all. I hope you all have a great week, and as always, do hard things.